Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Inner Harbor Cast, right here at the Syracuse Inner Harbor. My name's Skip Clark. I'm from the Wolf Station out of the group here. Dom Gambiani is joining me today, and we're going to talk about the Auburn Public Theater right up the road, like right over there, a few miles. Hey, Dom, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
What is your job at the Auburn Public Theater? You are the executive director?
Executive assistant. So I assist the managing director and the artistic producing director in all of their tasks. And then I'm additionally the regrants coordinator because we also give out money to other arts organizations.
Wow. I didn't realize that. We need to talk about that here in a little bit. But can you give me a little history of the Auburn Community Theater?
Yeah. So the Auburn Public Theater was started by 5 friends in 2005. So we're on our 19th season.
Wow.
And their mission is affordable access to the arts. We have cinema, comedians, theater performances, musicals, reviews. I mean, we're a multi-venue arts center in downtown Auburn, New York, and the mission is to bring affordable access to all.
It's more than just a play.
Absolutely.
So you're doing like full-blown shows.
Yeah.
Like a comedian comes to town and they're looking for a place.
Yeah.
They could very easily go to the Auburn, was it
Auburn? Auburn Public Theater.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get that right. Auburn Public Theater.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. And you said it's been around about 19 years.
Yeah. 19 years.
How long have you been with them?
I've been with them for just over a year now.
Really?
I started last February.
And how did you get involved with the Auburn Public Theater?
This is actually very wacky, but
it's a podcast. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, I co-founded a climate action group in Auburn called Kyuga Climate Action. Last January, we were deconstructing a Denny's project, meaning we were systematically taking down everything that could be reused in that Denny's before the wrecking ball hit. And APT showed up and we're like, we want the lights, we want the chairs, like we love it. And so they were like, who are you? Because I was organizing this whole thing and just giving it all away for free. And that's how I got invited to
and then the rest just kind of fell into place for you. That's kind of cool because Denny's kind of retro. Don't they have that retro feel? I think at least I remember seeing the Denny's, the sign and the logo and all that. It was kind of retro to me anyways. I don't know. But so you've got all the chairs and the tables and things like that.
And the lighting. So the cafe at the front of the theater on Genesee Street is they have the lighting fixtures from the old Denny's. And
love it. I love it already. Did not know that. See?
Yeah.
That's what a podcast is all about. It's finding out about all this really cool stuff that many people don't know anything about. You know, and there's a lot that goes on behind. For example, what you just told me, I'm sure the everyday person has no idea that all that went down.
Yeah.
And how you got involved. But from what I understand, you also have a great event coming up. I want you to talk to us a little bit about that. Then we'll get back to talking about the theater a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's to do with the Oscars. Can you tell us all about that?
Yes. So every year, this is the first time since COVID we're doing it. But before COVID, they were doing this every year. It's an Oscars Eve red carpet fundraiser. And it's a way to predict the Oscars and maybe win some cash if you get enough correct, and just a way to celebrate everything that APT stands for and just fundraise for the theater to continue for the next year until the next event, the next fundraising event.
Yeah. And I imagine you have a few of those, but let's talk about this event a little bit deeper. Mm-hmm. What actually happens? You get to take a guess who's going to win what in what category?
Yes. So you can predict the Oscars and it's a $500 cash prize.
Okay.
And so, and that's when you go to the event, and we'll have entertainment there. We have DJ Bella J from Syracuse.
We love her. Absolutely.
Sing Treese from Ithaca. She's a singer-songwriter, beautiful voice. She's played several times at in our stage right space. She'll be performing. We'll have all the Best Picture nominee trailers running in our cinema space.
Wow.
We'll have a red carpet in our stage right space with best dress prizes. So we definitely want everyone to show up in their Oscar finest. And we'll have cash bar and then catering provided by Scratch Farmhouse Catering. So we have lots we have the best of the best for the food, entertainment, and prizes.
And I would imagine you're charging for individuals to
so
get in.
It is a fundraiser, so it's $50 a ticket.
Okay.
It's a 4-hour event, Saturday, March 9th, so Oscars Eve. And then the best dressed winners will be picked there, and then the winner of the Oscar prediction will be notified Monday.
Okay.
Obviously
You just mentioned best dressed, so you want people to come dressed in certain movie attires. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's whatever you think would win you best dressed. Cocktail attire, red carpet style,
could be
tuxedos, dust those tuxedos off, get an old prom dress on. I don't know.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So there's two prizes, one for the women's category, one for the men's. They're each $500 gift cards to local businesses. One is Scan 300, and one is to Soros in Auburn, on the West End there.
Very nice. Where is the theater itself? Where is it? What's the address of the theater?
Yes. So the theater is located centrally in downtown Auburn, New York. It's at 8 Exchange Street, which is a pedestrian walkway. So there's a couple of I guess it's right on Genesee Street is the main drag there, but it's 8 Exchange Street is the walkway between the parking garage and the main street there.
Yeah, and it's actually just maybe a 20-minute, 30-minute drive from Syracuse. To go right out Route 5.
Yeah, I left at I think 10:10. I got here 10:40. So
you were speeding.
Yeah,
but that's okay. No,
not really. But if there's no traffic, which usually there's not.
Yeah, exactly. It's an easy drive too, and anybody here in the Syracuse area, or in our listening area of all 4 of our stations, it's a very easy drive to get to the theater.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's cool. And what a great fundraising event. How many years have they been doing this type of an event?
The Oscars party, I believe, oh man, we were digging up old photos and they used to have this giant glittered Oscar. I think it's been going on, since the late 2000s.
Very cool.
And they stopped it in 2000.
They might have taken a break because of the pandemic.
Yeah, they took a break because of the
just
pandemic.
like everything stopped then. We all know that the world stopped for us.
And then we ended up tossing the Oscar because I mentioned to one of the other staff members, we're finishing our 13,000 square foot lower level this year.
Wow.
And so one of my jobs as an executive assistant was purging all the stuff that we've been shoving down there, and
it's like, get rid of it.
Yeah, now we have we have a giant ballroom that's going to be open up, a black box theater.
So this whole area, you said you're renovating it or building it out. Tell us about what you're doing.
Yeah, so upstairs on the main level we have cinema space, 75-seat cabaret style stage right, and then 199-seat proscenium theater main stage.
Okay, so total, what would be your total seating?
Oh, with all the spaces combined?
With all the spaces combined in the theater. If you wanted to put on a show and you want to have...
So for the main stage with the main proscenium theater, it's 199 seats.
So it's intimate, but still plenty.
Yes. And it's great for comedians because you have that intimacy, but you also, it's easier to interact with the crowd. And then our cinema seat 65.
Sure.
And then stage right is 75, and that's more of like a cabaret bistro style. So little candles on the table, never a bad seat when there's a performance there. And then the lower level will be we're going to open up a ballroom, which will be for a couple weddings a year.
Very nice.
And then for more rock concerts, we can stand 600. Finally have concerts with a danceable space and not just our proscenium theater. And then a black box, catering kitchen, and then of course restrooms.
Talk about a black box. What's that?
So a black box is a type of theater. It's all black, kind of as a way to workshop something.
Okay.
And it's for smaller performances to kind of workshop them, try them out, see what works, what doesn't, without the pressure of having, elaborate lights, set, costumes. It's a stripped down way to,
I have my black box across the hall here, which is a lot of lights and a lot of buttons and a lot of computers. So it's definitely, that's my black box. But now I know what it is from somebody that works the theater from your angle. I had no idea. So that's interesting. What other events do you have coming up? I mean, you've got to be funded somehow because you're a 501c3.
Yep.
So you get some funding, but you also have fundraising events. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes. So I just really want to go back and mention during the Oscars Eve, we will also be giving tours of the lower level because it just all got sheetrocked. So you can see the kind of before and after, and people will be taking rides on our new elevator that we finally finished after 7 years of trying to get it done.
It's scary when you talk about an elevator and you say finally finished.
Well, you know, pandemic threw a lot of wrenches
no, I know it
into
did.
everyone's plans. So it's, you know.
Wow. You know, because I'm from the Syracuse area, I had no idea that that's what this was all about. It sounds like it's just awesome. I mean, you've got the theater, you're building out the basement, you've got the black box, you got so much going on.
Absolutely.
And you can do very intimate shows. I think this is almost like a hidden secret to a lot of people in this area.
Yeah.
And that's why we have you here today on the Inner Harbor Cast, is to get the word out about what you do and the theater in general. This is pretty, one word. I mean, maybe it's old school, but I say it's awesome.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I mean, I moved to Auburn in 2019 and, you know, had no idea until I ran into Angela at the Denny's project. And I mean, I immediately was blown away walking through the building.
Yeah.
I mean, and you'll see our stage right has posters across all 4 walls, really, of all the talent. I mean, we've had Donnell Rawlings from the Chappelle Show. We've had Lucy Arnaz. We've had Oscar-winning actresses come in and do shows. So
it's fabulous.
We've had amazing people, and it's great to work.
Yeah,
there.
You say you moved to Auburn. Where are you from?
I'm from the Chicago suburbs, Wheaton, Illinois.
Wheaton, Illinois.
So if you've heard of,
you don't say the S on the end of Illinois.
No. Heard of Wheaton College? I live literally on their doorstep.
Really? Is that where you went to school there, or?
No. I went to school at Illinois Wesleyan for theater arts, actually.
And can I ask, why did you move here?
I worked for the other theater in Auburn, which is the Rev. In 2019, I did their when they were still called the Merry-Go-Round. I did their youth education. So we would go in 2 schools a day and put on some educational shows for elementary school kids.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. So you've been doing the acting thing for quite a while. You've been really into that. Have you been in any of the big shows at the theater, at the Auburn Public Theater?
Not yet. I
say not yet because
we're all working on getting a show that's just right for some of the staff members, and our Carrie Idell used to be our executive director, and he's now our director of finance and grants. So he has more time to do a little directing, and
I like
because he got his start in Hollywood.
How very that's right.
He's a SAG-AFTRA union actor.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now he's excited to.
Yeah, and leadership maybe on a little bit smaller level. Does that make sense? Where it's easier to handle, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds cool, though. It takes a special breed to be able to do that and do it right. We have some individuals that work here that are into the theater and the acting, and just, I don't know if you know Bob Brown or not, but Bob's works on our station, The Dinosaur. He's got quite the history. He's been on Broadway. He's done it all.
Oh, wow.
And he actually works here in the afternoons. But
that's awesome.
It's just amazing when you talk to him, or now I'm talking to you about theater and everything that goes into it. It's just, there's so much that people do not know.
Absolutely.
Know. So, but let's talk about some of the events you have coming up down the road.
Yeah. So every week our cinema's open Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesday's a free classic movie. So it'll be In the Heat of the Night this upcoming Tuesday.
It's free, you said.
It's free, yep.
So people can just show up.
Thanks to our sponsors. Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
And then $6 for Friday films, and those are second run films. So like last week was Oppenheimer. This week is going to be Past Lives, which is another Oscar picture nominee. And yeah, I would always recommend going to our cinema website because we're always updating every month at a time all the movies for that month, so people can kind of make their plans. And then we have comedians coming up. We have Chris Frangiola, who worked on the E Network for Chelsea Lately.
Yes,
the Chelsea Lately Show.
Yep.
John Renitsky's coming in April, on the 20th of April. And then we have a musician, the Alex Forbes, who just released a new album last year. She is going to kick off her Northeastern Troubadour, make sure I say this right, Troubadour to Door tour.
Better you than me, because I would have messed that one up.
On our main stage, she's kicking off her new album tour, and we're super excited. So we've all kinds of events coming up.
Maybe I'm saying this too much, but I had no idea. I had no idea that, and I can see producer Carol over there going, really? I see the bubble above her head going, really? This is interesting. I had no clue. So that makes 2 of us in this room, I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
So, but so you get some public funding, you get the fundraisers coming up. Do you have the web address for the, if I wanted to go online later today, where would I go on the web?
You would go on Auburn Public Theater, and that's with ER.
Okay.
Theater with an ER.org, auburnpublictheater.org, and all this stuff with the fundraiser I uploaded to the homepage. So it's right there when you see it. You can buy tickets. You can also buy tickets to our 2 raffles, which are separate. So we're raffling off a $1,000 gift card to Mirbeau and Spa and Skinny Atlas. And a luxury bag from the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's fashion company, The Row in New York City. And that bag is valued at $2,500, but it's only $20 per raffle ticket, or $6 for $100.
You get those right online.
And you can, I'll get those right online.
Auburn Public Theater, spelled R-E for theater.
No, E-R.
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 Oh, okay.
Theater, the American spelling, not the British spelling.
I see it both ways.
Yeah. So it's THEATER.org.
Gotcha. .org. And now if let's say I can't make it to the shows, but I can go on and buy the raffle tickets, as you said.
Winners need not be present to win.
Need not be present. That's cool. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Also, if I said, you know what, I just want to make a donation to the theater, this is something I'm really into, they can go to the website and do that as well.
Absolutely.
A monetary donation.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Are you ever looking for items like you're putting on a production and you may need a couch, or you may need a lamp or something like that? Do you take anything like that, or some do, some don't? I know, that's why I'm asking about.
Yeah. So I would email. I would email
check
us.
Into it first.
Check into it. Because we have plays and it planned, scheduled for this year. But we don't necessarily have a lot of storage space, as as we're kind of.
Yeah, I get you.
We're kind of being our lower levels kind of slowly eating away at our storage space. But since I've been there, I've been organizing everything, so we have more than we can. Making less work with more.
What about personnel? What about volunteers? Do you take people to work the theater, or are they paid to do that? How does one get involved?
We definitely welcome volunteers. We we need people assisting with the box office during events, ushers to help people to their seats, and we always need help during shows, performances, concerts for cleanup and setup as well.
And how does one do that? Do they go online? Is there an application that they fill out, then it gets emailed to somebody, and then they return a call or a text, or
they would email info@auburnpublictheater.org with their information if they're interested, and our managing director Denny will be in touch.
What about those that like to act and those that want to get involved that way? Do you have tryouts for all these different shows that you do? Do you say, all right, it's an open casting call for whatever you may have coming up?
So that I will say I do not know, because I've only been there a year.
No, I get you.
Last year was a little light on the theater and more heavy on everything else that we do, just because of how our how the schedule's lined up. But I would definitely say keep checking our website, because
stay right on top
of it if you're interested.
And this is all year round.
Yeah, we are programming year round.
365
our cinema's
days.
Open Tuesday, Friday. That's the whole year. Yeah. So every month is a different slate.
Easy to park down there too, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yes. Yeah. The first 2 hours are free. On the first floor of the parking garage. So,
but there's plenty of space. So
there's plenty of space as well.
There's plenty of space. And again, it's just a short drive. We're based in Syracuse, and you made the drive in this morning in no time. So that's cool.
It's mostly highway.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. To get to the Inner Harbor cast at the beautiful Syracuse Inner Harbor. We got 4 great radio stations here, and we love being a part of what you're doing. I know you work with certain individuals here about getting on the air and getting it known as to what you have and what you're offering. So
absolutely. Yeah. It's been great being able to talk about Auburn Public Theater.
We've been chatting with Dom Gambiani.
Yep.
I said it right. Yep. Okay. All right. I was like, oh my gosh, because I didn't write it down. I got producer Carol over there saying, here's the name. She's holding it up. But you're not Italian, are you?
No,
I'm just kidding. You're awesome. And I really appreciate you coming by and chatting on our Inner Harbor cast. This is something new we're starting here at Inner Harbor Media. And we have a goal of getting news out to the community. We're hometown proud. Your hometown. Auburn's right there.
Yeah.
So that's what we do here at Inner Harbor Media. Just you know, again, thank you for coming in today. Thank you for doing such a great job. I mean, it sounds like you got this theater thing down. I mean, with the expansion and just all the way around. So
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I'm very excited for June when everything's painted and ready for that first event.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I also, I just want to say thank you again. And then
also,
pleasure. We are not just an arts organization. We also, like I said, we give out money. So if you're in Kyuga, Seneca, Wayne, Yates, or Ontario County, we offer grants for arts organizations or individual artists.
So let me ask you.
And that's what I deal with.
All right, very cool. If somebody wants to, they have to apply for the grant.
Yeah,
and that goes through you?
Yes, okay. Yes. And our applications are open until February 28th. So a little like a week, but
oh geez.
But you can get them in still. They're pretty easy applications. I made sure of it.
It's pretty awesome. So I mean, that's only one time a year, and I have up until the end of February.
Yep.
Even though it's a leap year this year.
Yeah. I made it on because when I first made it, it was Valentine's Day, which was a Wednesday, the 14th.
Right.
And then I was like, I'll just extend it 2 more weeks, forgetting about the leap day. So I just put it 28th.
Dom, it's a pleasure having you here. The Auburn Public Theater, it's auburnpublictheater.org. Online, you get all the information, find out about everything we've talked about here on the Inner Harbor Cast, and get involved, go to a show. You're absolutely going to love it. I mean, you opened my eyes to a lot of things, as I said a few minutes ago. So really interesting. Again, thank you for being here today.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right.